Greetings, supporters of Gabis Grounds. This is David Flood. I know most of you, if not all of you, don't know who I am. Maybe some of you have seen my Facebook videos that I have running. I have a son named Justin with autism, and I speak in middle schools and high schools all over the country. I've spoken in 400 schools across the U.S. and Canada on dignity, respect, and compassion with Justin, my special needs child, my gift from God, being the reason that I go out and speak. And I told Mary Angelini, I promised her that I would make a video to support her cause of starting up Gabis Grounds. A great idea, to have a cafe or any type of establishment that is run mainly by and employs mainly special needs people, kids, adults. And these, in my experience, over the past, I'm going to say 3 to 5, 7 years, these businesses have started to pop up around the country, which just makes me so happy. I know of at least 4 or 5 uh, uh, printing companies, screen printing, where kids and adults, young adults, make T-shirts and well, do some kind of graphic design products. And I know of a couple of other coffee shops and small restaurants that employ exclusively uh, people with special needs. So it's so important to people with special needs. All of us need to work on our self-esteem, but maybe people with special needs a little bit more than the typical person. And what you do by supporting a store or a business or an establishment like this, it's much more than getting a cup of coffee or a Danish or a tea or an egg sandwich or whatever you might go there for. And, you know, I don't, I don't really know how to put it into words, but I think you all know what I'm talking about. It's a feeling that I'm not just going in here to get a cup of coffee. Like, I'm going to go in, I'm going to get a nice cup of coffee, it's going to be great, or I'm going to go in and get a cheese Danish or, a cranberry orange muffin or whatever the store is going to have. I hope all of those three things. And, and I love having my coffee in the morning or a Danish or whatever it might be. But you should walk away thinking to yourself that you did it. Not only did you get a nice product, a cup of coffee, a beverage, whatever, but you're supporting those people and giving them, you're not just being kind to them. You are a small part of allowing them to have a job, to feel good about themselves, and maybe to gain a little bit of a sense of independence, because isn't that what we all want, is just a little bit of independence where we're not dependent on others, whether it's the government or, handouts, but where these people can get self-esteem and feel really good about themselves, about holding a job, just like everyone else they see having a job. And the pride that you see, because I've been into several places, they're so proud to serve you. Are they perfect? No way. Is any waiter or hostess or person who waits on you in a restaurant perfect? No way. You might have to be a little bit more patient, but isn't that teaching us something too? So I would highly encourage you to support Gabby's Grounds in any way you can. I assume Mary's running some fundraisers. If you can be a supporter that way, but the greatest way to support is to go in, acknowledge people. When the store opens, you go in, you acknowledge people, you compliment the coffee, tell your friends about it, bring your children there. Causes like this are so important. These businesses, the prevalence of autism and special needs and children with disabilities is getting more and more numerous. And can't we learn from them? And can't we support them in the simplest way? You don't have to do anything big. If you're a person who wants to do things big, great. But can you just be a person who goes in and supports that business? You know, Starbucks is going to do fine. They'll be fine. And so will McDonald's, and so will, Pete's or wherever else you buy your coffee around the country. Dunkin' Donuts, they're fine. I'm here to tell you Dunkin' Donuts is doing fine. I'm a big supporter of Dunkin' Donuts. But when I have the opportunity to go into a small business and support that small business and students with special needs, it's just like the commercial. And I have a couple of friends who tell me, Dave, at Christmas time, shop locally, and support small businesses. So you're supporting a small business. You are acknowledging and supporting students and young adults and adults with special needs, giving them self-esteem, and that will make you feel good as well. And in that sense, you're supporting yourself as well. So please support Gabis Grounds. I hope I get a chance to come out, down, and to have coffee there sometime. I think you're down in the Carolinas, if I'm not mistaken. And please support Gabby's Grounds. Have a great day.